underneath the Outlaw, being done by Mike Wine and his entire crew, trying to repair the front drive shaft. And they're going to have to hurry because Mike Wine is on deck, if you will. He'll have to race the Auto Value King Crunch as soon as we complete this race between Bigfoot number 8, Andy Brass out of St. Louis, Missouri, and the Carolina Crusher, Gary Porter, the Chevrolet, from Wadesboro, North Carolina. The winner goes to the Monster Smash Final, and Bigfoot needs this win badly in the season point standings. He'll get the victory. Andy Brass, no problem in putting away the Carolina Crusher. So Bigfoot, which lost a lot of ground in the first night of competition to the Equalizer, I'm talking about the first night of competition in West Lebanon, New York, he's picking up ground in night number 2. Equalizers on the trailer and Bigfoot in the Monster Smash Final. We're going to look at it again, and boy, this was really no contest. Gary Porter, terrible off the starting line. He really just never got any speed up at all. And Bigfoot records the easy victory. So Andy Brass is in the final. And now he'll wait to see if it's Scott Stevens, his arch nemesis, or Mike Wine in another Ford who'll be there with him.
Andy, all night long, you and your crew chief have been going back and tweaking the truck, fine-tuning, and it's going straight as an arrow for you now.
That's right. You know, Donnie and I, we've been working all week on the truck. We've been having a lot of problems at pulling to the right. We think we got it under control tonight, though. So we've just been lining up on the line and pulling it, and it's been working pretty straight. We're having to work at it, but it's been doing us a good job.
Have any preference to who you want to go against in the final, or does it make any difference to this type of competition?
It don't really make any difference right now.
Andy Brass looks awfully confident as Bigfoot 8 is running superbly tonight. We'll go to the other semifinal matchup now, and it will be the Auto Value King Crunch going up against Mike Wine's Outlaw. Now, the Auto Value King Crunch is at the starting line, staging to go up against Outlaw. Army Armstrong is able to have radio communication with driver Scott Stevens. Let's listen into Army.
Scott, you've done this for many years. You've been in this position before. You're going to give this guy every chance he can get to get up there and race again. You want to win a racing, right?
Exactly. You know, he's been running really good tonight. Like I said, I know if he can get to the line, he's still going to give us a good run. And I feel kind of bad about pulling up there. Like I said, we tried to play around in our pits as long as we could. The official come back there and said he's going to put us on the clock. So, you know, we had to come to the line. We did all we could for him.
Poignant from Scott Stevens that he was willing to take his time to get to the starting line, because the TNT rule is that you have 5 minutes once your opponent is staged. Well, King Crunch took his time staging, and it may have helped Outlaw because here he comes. Mike Wine is coming to the line. We understand, though, that he did not get his repairs made 100%, and that Wine will have only two-wheel drive. Now, to explain it quickly, two-wheel drive basically will hurt Mike Wine at the starting line. He'll be able to get speed, but where Scott Stevens is going to have 4 wheels cranking at the start, Scott Stevens has that advantage because Mike Wine can only pull with 2. Outlaw is staged. He's going to give it an effort, but the advantage certainly will be with the Auto Value King Crunch. The winner meets Bigfoot in the Monster Smash Final. Here we go. It's showtime. Outlaw hanging in, but he didn't get there. You have got to tip your hat to Mike Wine. He made that a whale of a close race. Scott Stevens in the Auto Value King Crunch, as we expected, got him off the starting line, but Mike Wine came back strong at the end and was very close to pulling out a victory in two-wheel drive. Boy, that was a great replay to let you see how slowly Wine got off the starting block. And then at the end, Wine was picking up ground in two-wheel drive. It, however, was not enough to give him the victory. Again, watch the starting line. Scott Stevens blasts out of the block. Mike Wine had only 2 wheels to give him power and could not keep up at the starting line. Scott Stevens gets the win in the Auto Value King Crunch. And I'll tell you, he's tipping his hat to Mike Wine as well. There's Scott. Army Armstrong is going to talk to him. Army, let's see what Scott's got to say.
Scott, motorsports make kind of strange bedfellows. The fact that you work so hard to beat a guy, but then again, you come over, you always got tears in your eyes, after beating him. You know what he went through. You've been there before, but you're going to the final, and he's not.
Yeah, this auto value bunch, you know, we need to get to these final rounds for all our sponsors and everybody. You know, we've had a bad month, and hey, it's our turn to get up there and play with Bigfoot and those other guys. And truck's working good. Like I said, Kevin got me through that other round, and that round there, I just, you know, wanted to win. I just kind of kept an eye on Mike because I knew he was still going to run that truck hard. He always does. And when I saw he was right there with me still at half track, I just, you know, did what I had to do to win, save our truck. Cause, you know, we're going to have to get all these good old auto value parts and Cobra seats and race and radios and everything just to get through this final to get that Bigfoot truck.
We got all your sponsors mentioned now. Let's go to the final.
Let's go.
It is the hottest rivalry and the most bitter rivalry in monster truck racing. The Auto Value King Crunch and Bigfoot. They're coming up next in the Monster Smash Final. The state-of-the-art Bigfoot number 8. And the guy in the truck who doesn't think he should be allowed to race him, the Auto Value King Crunch. Scott Stevens lobbied long and hard and helped to get Bigfoot 8 banned, but now the truck is legal, and he wants to put Stevens away. It's the Monster Smash Final. And it's all Bigfoot. Andy Brass and Bigfoot knocking off Scott Stevens and the Auto Value King Crunch. The Big Ford is in victory lane. The acclaimed sponsored Bigfoot gets the win. Let's go to the replay. You'll note a nice smooth run for Bigfoot, and you're going to see handling problems for the Auto Value King Crunch in between the stacks of cars, and that ends up costing Scott Stevens. This will be the perfect angle to see it. The Auto Value King Crunch is on the right of your screen, and bang, there it was. That knocked him out of shape and cost him a chance at the win. Bigfoot wins it.
All right, this was a night, Andy, that you guys were looking for, being the Bigfoot team, and the other guys were not. You got the truck running straight, you got it handling good. What about the points chase now? Can you pull these guys in that are in front of you? And there's only one of them.
That's right. Equalizer's been ahead of us. From what I've been following, he's only roughly, I don't know, 30, 40 points maybe. But we have another couple shows to go, and if we can keep her straight. And you know, tonight we had a perfect night. It was 25 points. We pull a couple more of them off. It won't take us long to catch him.
Can you do it? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think so. I think the Ford Acclaim running the way it is tonight and stuff. I think we'll catch him here in a couple shows.
As Andy noted, a perfect night in monster truck racing is 25 points. Bigfoot accomplished that. Equalizer was knocked out in the quarterfinals. So now the point difference is just 31.